Do you think that most girls that don't really have an actual boyfriend probably fucking about 4 or 5 guys?
100%, bro. And look, let's say they're not fucking, they're talking to them, going out with them.
Damn near about the.
Exactly. So it's only a matter of time. But my thing is like, if you're the top guy for yourself, when you meet a chick, she's like, you know what? He's top dog. I'm going with the flow. Versus, I don't know about this guy. He's cool, but like he's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play along, try to finesse him a little bit. Then I might give it to him if I feel like.
Right.
But by that point, you spend like you buy a table, you buy a bottle, you go out with a chick, buy dinner. You know, smashing is like, hold on here, like I'm investing, but she's not giving me any return because she don't like it like that.
Yeah.
At least not yet. So.
Yeah. So can you share your rags to riches experience? You know what I mean? For somebody who's out here, you know, losing hope and just don't know what to do right now, like, you know, what can you explain to them, like how to like, you know, get in our situation? You feel me? From where you came from.
Yeah. So it's funny because like I get like a lot of hate, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of hate because
Me too.
I'm an average guy that became successful, and you know it wasn't by conventional means, which means I didn't have a company where I went from 0 to 100,000 like just like that, or like I didn't have like a segue where it was like that much of a hustle. But what I did was I set myself up to be in a position where I could capitalize and take opportunity for what it is. So what happened was I came to America 9 years ago, had no job, had 2K to my name. I bought a laptop, put a down payment on the car, and I looked for jobs for a month straight in Starbucks, off and on, going to Publix. Hey, can I work here? No, we're full. Going to Chipotle? No, we're full. Can I get a job? So I'm studying, like, for example, how to do social media. I'm on my laptop every day at Starbucks trying to find a job. Funny enough, I'm in there, and this guy's like, yo, I see you in here all the time working. Like, what are you doing? What do you do for work? Funny enough, I tell him, listen, man, I have no job right now, but I want to work hard to be successful. He said, I like that. Off the energy I was giving him, he said, yo, you know what? Take my card, call this number, and say you want to work at this job. I'm like, what is it? It's a call center up in Boca. It's for AT&T. If you call and said I sent you, you'll get a job. I said, really? So I called, literally when he left, I called, I did an interview, got the job. So my first job was from somebody I met along the way that wanted to help me. But that taught me so much. It taught me that just because you don't have it right now, doesn't mean you won't get it. Right. And it may not be through you, maybe through somebody else that might help you along the way. So it just means that, for example, networking itself can open up opportunities for you that weren't there before. So that lesson I learned was very important for me. So from that lesson alone, I took that all the way to the highest level. Right. So I'll go to events where I meet people. I'll go to, for example, paid events too. I'll pay to be in certain spaces, pay to be in certain environments, masterminds, because I want to meet people that are successful. Yeah. Maybe help me level up. And I worked at AT&T for a year and a half. Right. I got a second job at Chick-fil-A. So I did AT&T and Chick-fil-A for like 2 years straight. Worked my ass off, didn't party, didn't drink, none of that. Then I started looking into real estate. I was like, you know what? I want to buy a property. So I got 2 jobs, basically working nonstop every single day. Then I got a better job paying the same amount of those 2 jobs. I worked for insurance. So I did home insurance basically for Citizens and some other companies. Did that for like a year. Then I got a better job, right? Yeah. They gave me overtime, unlimited. So imagine, I was working 2 jobs, making the same amount I was making as 1 job. And then I got overtime. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? I got to focus. So my friends were partying, having liquor, buying shit. I was like, bro, these aren't aligning with my goals. My goals are to buy a property, retire my mom, buy a Lambo, have a freedom lifestyle. Yeah. Those 4 things I had to accomplish. If I didn't accomplish that shit, why am I here in America? So while people partying, oh, Walt, Fresh, come to the bar, come drink with us. I said, no, I got to focus because my mission is to be successful. Right. So I spent 2 years, bro, waking up at 6 a.m., leaving work at like 12 midnight, 1 a.m. Damn. Every day. And niggas said, oh, Fresh, you had it easy. No, I didn't. I worked my ass off to get to where I'm at. Then after 2 years, you know what I did? Bought a property here in Wynwood. Triplex. I lived in 1, rented out 2. So basically, I eliminated rent for myself. Right. So I'm living rent-free and making money at the same time in my own property, with equity. So that was my first investment I made. I was pretty smart on my end. And I think right now the property's valued at like double what I paid for it. So if I pull money out right now, I got like all my money back plus more. So that was my first lesson of, okay, investing money helps me move forward in different ways. And if I do it smart, I can really be successful. Then I was making money from my job, but overtime, not paying rent. So all the money I was saving on the side. And then I met Myron, which is my co-host for the podcast now. Yeah. And we were both in the same space, the Red Pill space, looking at dating videos, looking at dating content. And a friend of ours, Solo TV 84, brought us on his podcast separately. So, yo, bro, like the guy in Berkeley I met, Marion, is pretty cool. Link up with him. I'm like, all right, I'll look into him. So we DM for like hours, bro. And he said, let's meet up for dinner. Met up for dinner, spoke about our dreams and our goals, and they aligned. He's like, bro, let's do a podcast. I was like, let's do it, bro. I'm down. But remember, I spent all the time, the 5 years looking at social media, YouTube, Instagram, real estate.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. I'm ready for opportunity where like I could put all these things into play and make it blow up. And guess what I was watching?
Who?
Bandman Kevo.
Yeah.
The marketing.
Yeah.
Everything like that. I was like, Kevo put me on.
Yeah.
So the whole time with the podcast, I'm doing the behind the scenes stuff, doing the marketing, doing all the social media stuff, blowing shit up on the side. And then mine's controversial as fuck. So imagine my shit behind the scenes, his shit on camera, blew the shit up.
Yeah.
So that right there was opportunity meeting, tested skill and practice and time. But it was focused because one, networking, because meeting people you never met before could open up doors for you. And secondly, putting in the time and focus in at the very beginning leads to you having that success as a foundation.
Right. So was dating the same back then? Because I know you lit right now. You know what I mean? Was the girls like the same, or was they lower? Like were you accepting more BS from girls earlier on?
So funny enough, bro, like back then I had way more girls. So I had quantity but not quality.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like the baddies now.
Yeah, you were just like
it was like, all right, she's cool. She's a cool, smooth 5, 6, 7.
More personality
or
or a body at the time.
More personality, I would say, and then more fun, because they were down for whatever.
Okay,
like it was more fun, more relaxed, whatever. And look, I had my fun. It was 3-day. You know what I'm saying, back in the day.
Yeah.
But it was more like back then. I was just moving like a regular dude. You know, work a good job, making money on the side, hustling. I want to have fun after I work. And I was like, you were free, I'm free. Let's go out, have fun, and get lit. Granted, nowadays it's like, all right, I got shit to lose. Now it's like I gotta be careful because I just seen prior. It's like, bro, chicks are like evil nowadays, bro. It's crazy. So, long story short, bro, I have more girls back then, but now it's like with the quantity or quality I have right now, it's more like, what do they want from me? And you could tell from my lifestyle how I move is like, I want to be there for like a good time, an experience, but some are genuine. And I keep them around because they're genuine, but I don't put them on my camera because it's like, exposing them to the world is bad. I feel like in our space, when you're with a girl, they want to look into her lifestyle, everything, which is fine. But then it's like, if a girl I'm actually into, I'm not putting on camera because that's personal. It's private, me and you, and that really keeps it together. Because the moment a girl goes, I'd say like the moment a girl goes on social media with you, she becomes exposed to the world. It's like critique.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna expose this guy with this girl. Versus like if it's private, it's like more personable, more relaxed, and it's like me and you versus the whole world.
Also, you got to make sure she's on the same mindset as you, because if she's not on the same mindset and how we are focused, she might get disfocused from the guys and the other girls. The girls that's trying to bring her relationship down, the guys that's trying to mess with her because of you, all that type of stuff. She might not be used to that, so that might mess her up too.
But people are forgetting, just because you're solid and you have frame, there's also the internet, there's social media, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, and all these bad thoughts and bad, like, I want to say agendas out there pushing onto your girl could lead to her having like a bad mindset too. So
exactly.
It's scary, man.
So for all the people that's watching right now, can you tell them exactly how do we meet?
Oh, funny enough, networking 101. So I learned about networking back when I first came to Miami.
Yeah.
And my thing is like treat everyone with respect and move in attention.
Yeah.
So I was like, Bandman Kevo was killing it. He just came to Miami. He's lit. I need this guy on the podcast. So I'm like, all right, Kevo was here in my city. I'm going to see him around sometime. I got to be on point and ready when I see him. Yeah. So funny enough, I'm getting breakfast at this spot called Morgan's here in Midtown, right?
Yep.
I'm there chilling. I said, hold on. Is that Bandman Kevo? Mind you, I'm like, let me get ready. Let me look professional. Let me come to this guy correct. And it's funny. I was there in shorts, actually, and some slides. So I wasn't professional at all. But I was like, you know what? Here's the opportunity. I don't want to waste it. So Kevo's just standing in line. Obviously, you know, he's Bandman Kevo. He's sitting down really quickly. I'm like, all right. When he's done eating, I'm going to walk up to him, talk to him real quick on the side. Yeah. So I let him eat a little bit. I don't want to disturb him, obviously, because, guys, one-on-one as well, you meet somebody for the first time, if they're eating food, don't stop them from eating their food, man. Let them eat their food first or before they even order, and then talk to them, because then it's kind of weird, you know? Yeah. Anyhow, long story short, guys, I'm watching Kevo. Mind you, I seen Kevo's videos from before, back in the day. I seen his vlogs, I seen his whole, like, mentorship. So I know what Kevo's about. So listen, Kevo, I seen your stuff, bro. I'm a big fan of you. I got a podcast here in Miami. And mind you, I marketed it as the #1 podcast in Miami, which we are today, by the way. He said, oh, #1 podcast in Miami? What is it? I pulled it up. And mind you, I had the numbers right there for Kevo to see. I had the numbers of the views, the audience. I said, Kevo, listen, bro, we're popping right now, but you'll make it even more popping. Come on the podcast. We'll shout you out, show you mad love. And what happened? A week later, we're on the podcast. But what did I do? I was ready for the opportunity. I had screenshots of my podcast, my value that I was bringing to Kevo, and why you should come on. So even though, no matter where you are, do your research, because the person you want to bring or collab with has a background you can look up online, social media. All right, he needs XYZ, he needs promotion. What do I have to offer? Know your value up front, so when you meet the person that you need to work with, the collaboration makes sense, and they want to do it with you by adding value.
Okay. With the CEO network, bro, like how do people that's watching right now be able to, get in tune with you, sign up and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I made this group, for example, to have people come into the space, have access, a brotherhood, and then success. So my thing is like, all right, I'm where I want to be. Are you where you want to be? And if you're not, okay, learn from me. People that I know, my friends like Bandman Kevo, of course, Myron Gaines, anybody I'm cool with, or I have a connection with, comes into my network. We do Zoom calls. Right. We do it every week, right? So either if it's not me teaching you about networking, it's either a special guest or celebrity or millionaire telling you how to tips, on what to do.